Unit 8. Performing at your best. In this unit, we could learn different interesting things. For example, about emotionally intelligent, which is the ability to understand one's own emotions and use them to motivate actions and achieve goals. Related with this topic, we could learn some vocabulary about expressions to describe talents and strengths. For example, be good with one's hands. It is when people have the ability to use one's hands to make or do things. Be mechanically inclined. Be able to understand how machines work. Have a head for figures. Be good at mathematical calculations. Have an ear for music. Be good at recognizing, remembering, and imitating musical sounds. Have an eye for details. Be good at seeing or paying attention to things. Be good in intuitive sense. Be able to draw conclusions based on feeling rather than facts. Have a way with words. Be able to express one's ideas and opinions well. Have a way with people. Having a special ability to work well with someone or something. Have a knack for learning language. Have a natural skill or ability to do something very well. On the other hand, we can learn two grammar points. The first one is using auxiliary do for emphatic stress. To add emphatic stress to an affirmative statement in the simple present or past tense, use do or did before the base form of the verb. For example, I do have an ear for music. She does have an ear for music. He did like science. Don't forget to use a base form after a form of the auxiliary do. The second grammar point is the subjunctive. Use the subjunctive form of a verb in a noun clause that follows a verb or adjective or urgency, obligation, or advisability. The subjunctive form of the verb is the same as the base form and doesn't change, no matter what the subject of the clause is. Use not before the verb from the negative. For example, it's important that he complete the presentation in less than 30 minutes. In addition, the passive form of the subjunctive is be plus the past participle. For example, they suggested that my mother not be giving an equites. And finally, the continuous form of the subjunctive is be plus the present participle. For example, it's crucial that be waiting outside the room after the interview. Remember, if a noun clause doesn't follow a verb or adjective or urgency, obligation, or advisability, don't use the subjunctive. And finally, in this unit, we can learn some vocabulary about adjective that describes aspects of intelligence. For example, talented, having a natural ability to do something very well. Observant, good at not desiring what people are thinking or feeling. Imaginative, good at thinking of new and interesting ideas. Witty, able to use humor intelligently, good at using words of others' enjoyment. Curious, having the desire to learn about new things. Open-minded, willing to consider new ideas, not close-minded. Persistent.